Alright, so this is my sanctuary so far. I have not built any of the walls. It literally just looks pretty right here. This front entrance is part of the only wall that's actually built so far. Eventually the wall will span around to this building. This will eventually be a Minutemen headquarters situation, just because I want the Minutemen to be as close to the front gate as possible. Again, this will probably be the only entrance to the area. Granted, I know that any kind of mobs will spawn somewhere in the center or at the other end. But there will be turrets all around the inside as well, places. This right here is the provisioner's house. There's one provisioner, which leads right to Red Rocket. Here he is. He has arrived. Look at him with his big old Brahmin, bringing all the junk. I'm so proud of you. I tried to make it high enough to where the Brahmin looked like it fit under there without too much of a glitch issue through the floor. He does fit, but I didn't really want to make the door any higher. Hi, Ada. This right here will eventually be the control panel for all of the lights in Sanctuary. It's not connected to any kind of power right now, but I wanted to leave it there just so I know. Give myself a little reminder. The generator will eventually be right here, but because I'm not level 40, I don't have the generator that offers you 100 power. I'm kind of dealing with a whole cluster of generators over there by the circle area. Wait, we're not talking about that though. Shh. There goes the Brahmin. The
Hope you
Brahmin
ain't one of
does
them
fit.
simps. You're the
It's
spine.
kind of slow, but he'll get there. If not, he sometimes goes around this side over here, which if that continues to be the case, then I'll probably make a door over here just for the Brahmin. I just didn't want to get rid of this car right here because I think it's very aesthetic. It makes me happy to open this door and see a car take up half the space. It just feels right. Again, this is just a provisioner's house. It's not really decorated too much or anything. This is one of the only houses that currently does not have power. It's got all of the fixings for the most part that I'd need to get the power going. But
If you
it's
ain't
not
been up
close
to
enough, and I don't want to have a
Seagrape
line go all the way over here for now.
whole place is run by robots.
So here's this guy's house. You walk down the street, you'll see all the
Take care of your
lights are
gun,
lit up. They
it'll take
go
care of you.
all the way down the road the entire time. This right here, I am considering making the prison, so I put up a couple signs just to give myself the reminder. I eventually want to have this kind of walled off to where it's a security door that you have to go through in order to get to this back section. This will probably be the food court area right here, very small. We're not a maximum security prison or anything. I will put a wall here, make this the bathroom section. That or I might do a cell here, and then this will be like the holding cell or whatnot. And then of course the warden's office, which currently Piper is taking the role of. I did kind of glitch some bushes into the ground just to give it a little extra greenery all over the place without it sticking out too much. I don't want it to look like a whole brand new town. I do like the fact that it blends in with the kind of wasted, washed away look that Sanctuary offers. This right here is going to be the doctor's office, so I did put up some desks right here. There will be storage for medicine here, a little waiting room. This would be where you would get your help. Gonna have a couple of Sturgis. Sturgis isn't supposed to live here, but you know, he's just an all-in-one kind of guy. He currently runs my weapons shop, but he's never there. So as far as I'm concerned, he runs and operates it when I'm not here, and when I'm here, I'm the one that does it. But again, this is gonna be a bathroom. This is gonna be where this actual surgery supplies are gonna be. So I'm gonna have a surgical chair in here, and probably just a couple other things to make it look nice. I didn't have a Brahmin or anything. at the time, but I decided to build a barn just so one day when I would have Brahmin, I'd have a place for them to stay happily. And conveniently, the day after I had built it, one showed up. So this is my barn. It has some protection for the coos because I don't want them to die. I like my cows. This is going to be the storage section for like the main supplies that gets broken down in the workbench. So eventually I won't store anything but supplies I need for other settlements in there. And this will be where items are stored like fertilizer, cement, screws, gears, things like that. There's a door here. And there is also the big doors, which Ada's gonna go and open the opposite door that I decide to open. And this is the one Brahmin that we have so far. A happy little cow. Oh, Ada didn't come in. Don't you dare. All right. Over here, I'm not entirely sure. I think this is the armory. Yeah. Okay, so this is going to be the armory. There are going to be two separate stores, one for armor, one for clothing. Clothing's going to be all the way in the back. I'll show you that in a minute. But it's almost going to be set up the same. Mannequins everywhere, a little bit of furniture just to kind of give you an idea of what the outfit would be used for on a job site or what have you. When you go over here, we do have a diner. We finally got a diner in Sanctuary. We love it. It's called the Garden Diner. And I decided to call it that because I placed all of the crops back here and kind of walled it off a little bit. It will extend the wall further down the line as well. I believe I want to do all three of these building sections and have it be one giant garden, which with crops in different sections, because we will have a lot of farmers here at Sanctuary. This is going to be one of the places that I want to supply food to the other settlements, so I don't have to keep a lot of crops and stuff set up in smaller places. But this will all be a garden, and I will have a section where you can enter it, which will be right here at the restaurant. You'll walk through here, and there'll be a back gate that'll take you into the garden. But this is the diner. You walk in, and you have your little counter. You have a sign here. I couldn't really do anything else with this light fixture, so I just put a sign on it. There you go. That's the best we got. This place does need a little more lighting, but we got some food storage spots in here. Hi, Ada. This is just going to be a like the boiler room or something like that, bathroom, and I will have two dining sections, which do need better lighting, but I'm not worried about that right now. I'll figure that out later. When you walk on the deck, you'll be able to look in and see what people are doing. Be a little creepy if you want to be. I'm thinking about making this the gym. I've been kind of struggling as to whether I want to make it like the town center or the town hall, some kind of government building, but I think I'm just gonna stick to making it a gym. Hi, you definitely need to attend this gym. You want a free membership? I think he does. All right, we have some beds out here, but again, this is kind of just where I go and drop off all my stuff automatically because the workbench is here, so I usually have some stuff here. This is all just junk I don't want to throw in there, but I don't want to organize yet. Some guns that I don't want to organize yet. Armor that I don't really think is going to stay here because most of the clothing is now set and placed in there, all organized and whatnot, but there are some things that I just don't want to keep here, and I'm too lazy to move at the moment. All right, you continue walking. I did place these a little bit in the ground because I didn't like the bulkiness of the bottom part of it, so yeah, they're a little bit lower, but I feel like it gives off a little more light to the surrounding area of the ground, which is nice. This is my general store. It does not currently have a name, but it is in fact run by the Vault-Tec representative. Let's pretend like the store wasn't open. So this is the store section. This is where he does all his business. This is also where I'll store most of the junk once I'm done making it aesthetic for my liking. I will come in and place in all the items that I want to have here. This is his bathroom. This entire back section is technically his home. This, I'm not sure exactly. I'm probably just gonna keep shipments of things in here. Like just keep a little kind of thing. That, or I might just keep the shipments in this vault safe thing. He needs a TV because he gets pretty bored in here. This is his room. He needs some lights because it's dark. But I also kind of imagine him to not like too much light. And he has plenty of light out here, so his house gets to be a little dark. This right here is the weapons shop. And of course, it's all open because I'm a problem. Don't go in there, Ada. It's not for you. So this is the gun shop. It's called the Vault for obvious reasons, as you've probably seen. There is also a range, but I kind of got rid of the N in hopes that it would look like somebody just decided to shoot off the N because they were mad, and it now says rage. I love that. But you come in here, and it looks like it's mostly just pipe weapons. All along the wall, there's going to be pipe weapons placed up. Nothing too special. They are having a sale on pipe pistols and Institute rifles, but there are no Institute rifles out here. Basically, you just open this door. There's another door here as well, which would block off the door. So when it's completely closed, it looks like that. And then you'd open this door, it'd unlock the vault. You open this door and it allows you in. This is going to be the throwables and the mine section. This is for ammo storage, anything I don't really want to carry around. This is where I'm going to store all of my special weapons, anything that has a star. There are a couple things on here that don't need to be here, I believe, but... Oh no, I moved them. Never mind. Larger weapons here. Smaller weapons here. Again, same thing. All of the ones with the stars on them will be the ones that are displayed. I might even just store like regular weapons of the same varieties right below them in bins. I'm not entirely sure though. Move it. Then we just go ahead and close this door. I also decided to place two doors here because I didn't want this to be accessible to just companions and settlers, so I did want it to be blocked off. So that way when I'm in there, I don't have to worry about anybody possibly coming and grabbing things, although I've never had an issue with that before. This is the last Twinkie. This is the very first thing that I had built here. I figured it would be kind of smart for them to have a place to eat. And it is powered. If you flip this switch right here, the entire light system on the bus turns off, including the lights at the front and at the back. There are lights on both sides. And again, you turn them on, and there you go, you got lights. Settlers will walk in here, and it used to be very populated, but since we got a regular diner stationed over there, finally, they don't tend to come in here as much, which makes this pretty great for storing certain items. So I'll probably store all the food items I tend to use, and like junk food looking items in here. So currently I have like sugar bombs, fancy lad snack cakes, potato chips, any kind of fun type of food or drink is currently stored in here. Excuse me, Ada. Move. This is Harold. Okay, this technically Harold was the first thing I built. This little head right here is the very first thing I put down. Look at him, he's so happy. I know. Okay. There's Harold, and then I built him a little tree house. Technically the tree house is for Sean, but I didn't just want to have him there looking lonely and unattended. So we very much do so care about Harold here. Harold is very important to the aesthetic. We love him. You can go up in the tree house. Ada will follow you most of the time once she gets bored enough. And you'll have a nice view over everything, including my mess of generators. I don't want to talk about it. Dogmeat is here to protect Harold. Again, we love Harold. Harold is the greatest, most important settler here. Dogmeat, of course, always on duty, being a good boy. And this is Duck and Cover. Duck and Cover is the clothing shop, but it does have a little secret. In here, you'd be, oh, in here you're able to find any kind of pre-war looking outfit that's not really damaged, not dirty, and kind of serves a purpose to Sanctuary. So these will be most of the clothing options that you will see here once I'm done with Sanctuary. As if, you know, they came to the store and these were the only clothing options that they had to choose from. Each one does have a kind of aesthetic to them that would kind of give you an idea of what it would be like used for. So like these two are obviously on some kind of date or something. Nice little boat ride. These outfits are kind of a home setting. These ones as
Help's
well,
coming
but
in
I
pretty
figured,
good.
ma'am, you can't scare me like that. It's horrifying. There is a skeleton over here that cannot be removed, so I decided to have the detective outfit here. You know, obviously he's working, trying to figure out who killed the skeleton. And this is for the general merchant concept, I guess. I do like this outfit, it's very snazzy. The person or individual that runs and operates this store
Huh?
is not this woman. She's actually supposed to be running one of the restaurants. But they will have a little house here, just so they don't have to go too far to get to where they need to. And this right here is the secret. You open that up and it kind of blocks off the window so nobody can really tell what you're doing. And then you kind of just wedge yourself in here. And there you go. Nice little railroad hideout. Kind of just where I keep a whole bunch of miscellaneous things that you gather in the world for now, but eventually it will have some kind of meaning. I just liked the idea, so I went with it. Obviously, because of the tight squeeze, your companions won't really go in there at all. So you could place things in there and not worry about anybody taking items from there. I think the only one you might have to worry about is Dogmeat, but I'm pretty sure that would only be if you sent him looking for something of interest. And yeah, that's what Sanctuary looks like so far. On these plots, there are, I believe, 4 of them left that I haven't built on, and I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna make some settler housing since I used the actual buildings for storefronts. Might as well plop in a couple like little housing structures where groups of settlers can live. And there you go. I'm very proud of it so far, but I also didn't want to like overbuild the place. I don't want to have a whole bunch of wood structures, so I'm kind of opting for the more metal lining looked structure pieces, such as the barn. I just feel like it ties into the town a little better without it looking too junky, but it also doesn't look pristine.
Another day in the Commonwealth.
And there you go. Nice little sanctuary. Hope you like it.